The day of judgment has come
So it begins.
to Maiden Abyss.
Woo!
Wow. The end of that episode.
I took this episode as a filler, purely, because I was like, all right, we need a little bit. We need a transition back from the past to now, which we learned.
It's about as good as filler could
150 years.
be then. Yeah.
I did not expect the ending.
I didn't either.
We saw that monster again. That was a creation of Mother.
Yeah.
Who is
A protector of the village.
and,
Who was
right.
connected to Vuko, who was the one who had found her and had his way with her before she had found her way to Wazukan and
Bailoff.
Bailoff. Yes.
This episode, Fapta, something's clicked and it just snapped. I just
No, this has been her goal since the inception.
you know, she was so pleasant. Like, you just didn't think that she was like Nanachi,
Yeah.
soft, cuddly. You just want to hug her.
She's like Iribiri.
Yeah.
She's very bubbly. She's very, like, she didn't have a bad thing to say to anyone outside of who's wronged her.
Until she's not.
Because they ate all of Mother's children,
Yeah. They were going to die anyway.
so die. And because you did it to my family, I will kill all of you.
Yeah, this definitely
And,
was a...
man, at the end of the episode, with her voice, it got way different. I
Eerie.
swear to God, it was a
Got
different
eerie.
voice actor. I swear to God.
If it wasn't...
It was so different. I was like, wait a minute. Is that really Fabuda talking? And I cannot wait for the last 3 episodes to figure out, 1, does the village die?
I think,
2,
yes.
does everyone inside the village die?
A handful will live.
And 3, where does season 2 leave us waiting for season 3?
Adventuring out of the village, we are going to find the city.
And I think it
Golden
was
City.
alluded to that this village is literally the precipice of the rest of the abyss.
Yes, because can
You
I
know?
tell you that Rico is a child genius? Because why, as adventurers, you decided to stop here? Yes, I know, like, things were happening with Imiyuri and things like that. Like, they had to figure out things, but it's been 150 years.
But they can't leave the village.
Well, right, but, like, what caused that? Obviously, they were, like, you were so protected, you were locked in.
It was part of the wish Iramiri had was to
Ah.
protect everyone. That was the way she protected them, but she didn't want to be eaten. She didn't want her kids eaten, and she suffered
Right.
time and time and time
Yeah,
again.
because are they still eating things from her, or they've developed their own food source?
I'm imagining that it's still the same thing
I would assume, yeah, like...
this whole time.
Well, no, because someone's eating testicles. Remember that was that hot
maybe
dish?
no. Now that they're the
Like,
village
they're up
is
and running, they
created
go
and they get
hunting.
attacked from monsters.
Right, okay.
Maybe they kill the things that come in there, and that might have even been demonstrated in the. Oh, we're flashing out over here. Let's hope it lives up for the rest of the video here. Maybe it was already alluded to of the fact that where they get their food source from now. I believe.
I think
it's
it was.
a
They do have
it's probably
hunters, I
a
think.
combination of the.
So people can leave the live.
no, I
village.
don't think anyone leaves.
Where do they hunt? What
They
comes
come
within?
inside.
So things can get in, can't
Remember,
get
they
out.
said things come into the village and attack it periodically.
Will Fapata kill Rico?
Absolutely not.
Duh.
Fabuda won't kill anyone associated with Reg.
Well, not that she's awake. With
Not a-
Meaty.
So Midi, there. I believe it'll be the same thing that happened to her. I believe Reg will do what he did to the original Midi, which is what Nanachi's intention were.
Ooh, you don't think she's going to stick around?
No,
And be like in a piece of apparel?
no. She's going to want Midi to go into end her suffering the way the original was.
I don't think so. I think he regretted that ever since he's did it.
Oh, I don't know. We're
I
going to
think
find
she's gonna
out.
stick around. And did you see the connection that Fapata had with the whistle?
Yes.
Rico's whistle.
Yeah.
Like that glare. First off, don't touch my mans. First off, because that is Sosu.
I wonder if she does associate Rico with the village, but because Rico's a human, she's got to associate differently.
I don't know. Do you think she? Because Fapata doesn't know humanity. Only what Mother is like kind of said.
Well, there have
Vuko's been in there, but
Remember, Bondrewd has come down there several times, so
now answer me. Riddle me this. They've all met him,
especially Wazuko
right?
and Bailoff.
But how's he gotten up or down?
His cartridges. We
Like-
found out the cartridges, he would just like
That like
Disperse-
lets him live.
yeah, because he extinguishes the life force from whatever in his canister and it allows him to go upward.
So we all should be doing that.
No.
Okay.
That would be taking lives
fuel to get
and saying,
upstairs.
well, I need to go higher. Your life is meaningless. Mine means
Well,
everything.
you know, he's
No,
just...
we're not doing
okay,
that.
we're not
But
doing
no,
we're not doing
I'm not doing that. I don't know. You
I
can
mean,
do
I
that.
think I'd live. I'd be... I'd have a
But
cool
no, he
nickname.
goes up. He can go upwards because of his cartridges. Now, that's a very long way up to your point, and I am
Yeah.
wondering if there's a different mechanism.
How many
for it.
times has he been down
Right.
there? Well, he has that sphere that takes you down.
Well,
but how many times that had to be
But if you
special
go up in
operated?
the sphere, I don't know if the blanket over top of the abyss is effective.
The blanket's not in the
inside
village.
That's Iramiri. That's
right.
all
That's what I'm
Iramiri's
saying. So that
doing.
you're out
But
of that
in
in
the
her.
sphere, does it exist?
But when you look, yeah, I believe so. I
don't
don't
know.
think they can go back up.
We have more questions.
God damn it, more questions.
I believe by the end of season 2, we're going to have more.
more questions.
Yes.
Although I would be happy to see the end of season 2. Hit me with them adventuring further down.
Yep.
Because there is more.
Post village, basically.
Obviously, the village is got to go.
Well, yeah, my
You know-
biggest question is what happens to the village?
Yep.
What happens to the people, the entities inside the
Right.
village? What happens to Faputa?
Bailoff is getting killed. Wazukan will adventure. Faputa will.
I think Wazukan dies. I think everyone in that village
I don't
dies.
know. I
Besides the villager, besides our group.
Will Faputa become one of the adventurers?
Yes.
I'd be okay with that.
I believe that she will.
I mean, she can heal, but I think she's going to lose a little bit of catch because I think in this turmoil that's going to cause the village this, you destroy the village, you destroy Mother. One is the same.
And you think maybe by destroying her mom,
Yomiuri's dead.
so that means that Faputa won't have a reason for existing?
No, I think she'll be free.
Oh.
I think like
I definitely agree that she will be a part of it.
because we still need her and Reg's story.
Right.
Like there's that part like he's a little hazy on.
Yeah, Reg is an integral part of the entirety of the Abyss.
Well, right, we don't even know truly what he
Yeah.
is. Like there's that
He's like the relic of all relics.
he's a relic, but he's not, but he is.
I really thought that fight scene. Did you think that Rico was going to blow her whistle?
We were watching it together, and he kept saying, "I'm like, okay," scratching my head. I'm like, "What does the whistle do? Activate Reg."
Yes.
But I don't know if it was that desperate of a time because
I'd blow
Reg's
that whistle every
incinerator-
time I felt slightly inconvenienced.
Slight breeze.
I hear something, blow that whistle.
Reg comes from nowhere, and he's there. White edition.
Yeah, another great episode though. You
think
called
it
it
was-
a filler, but if this is a filler, it's about as good as filler gets.
It was about. Let's say.
great
I'll,
fight scene?
I'll take that back. I'll take that back. 3/4 of a filler because you had to transition us from the past
You absolutely did.
to the future.
Yes, I agree.
Connect them. You saw
Make it make
Wazukan
sense.
and Vuko interact with each other.
Yep.
For some, I think he's creepy, but
Definitely,
I don't think he really has bad intentions. I think he's just very selfish.
I believe he's possessed by his desires.
Correct, and I think
That's the best way
it's
to put it.
humanity.
Exactly, yeah.
We are possessed by our
But
desires.
their greed was what led them to eat the children of Iramiri in the first place.
It was a food source. You were drinking the liquids of a dying thing. You needed to eat. You would have eaten it.
Well, you saw what happened to some people that, like, you know,
Bailoff.
Bailoff just lost his entire mind.
But at the end of the episode, he was like,
It's not a dream
"It
anymore.
is time to wake up." So
Yeah.
what has he been like grooming Nanachi to do? Nanachi knows the whole story, I believe, through the dream world.
I think Bailoff just understands his life is at an end now. And it's
Bailoff
not,
was not the worst out of them. Wazukan was the problem.
no, but
Bailoff just lost his
he's
shit.
among them, though. He's among
They
them.
all are. But would you put
He
Yuko
showed
in that
the
too?
most remorse over actually eating
He
the
asked
children
not to eat them, and yet they
and
kept
kill me.
sliding it
He
down
wanted
his
to-
throat.
He wanted to be
yes,
killed.
correct.
Yeah, he wanted to die.
So how do you weigh that?
I
Are
don't know.
you-
We're just getting way deep into these questions that we may
like I
or may
said,
not
discussion
have
show for this.
Yeah.
If you think it would make sense to do a discussion for this, let us know in the comments
Yeah.
below because there's so many topics. And I
is.
would like to say, I know we're going into it, but you watch our shows, like and subscribe. Does a lot for this. We have a lot to say.
Do that, please, if you like what we're doing around
yes,
here.
Made in Abyss definitely is the show that's, we get a lot of views from it. You
We
guys
do.
help us out. So this is a
time.
great show for us to watch.
Yep.
You watch us and we thank
And it just so happens that it's fucking amazing.
it's teetering on that edge.
It is. Yeah, we might be foreshadowing a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, guys, we will see you next week for the next episode of Made in Abyss. We only got 3 more. So stick around
saying
till then, and we will see you for episode 10.